Hello, this is Lady Grace. How are you? I want to come on and talk about specific person. So, in regards to your specific person, is there any blocks? Is there any information that could be helpful for you at this time? And so, I'm using Alice of Wonderland cards, and the first card that I got was Changed in the Night. You have changed quickly. So, most of us know that in order for you really to manifest your specific person, an interchange is a must. It's not an if, it's a must. Because if you were a match to that person already, you would have them in your experience. That's just how it works. So if you think of the law of assumption, either you, most of the times it's not, some people assume that they're not good enough to have a relationship or a healthy relationship or the person that they want, okay? So self-concept does play a role in that assumption. So always look at that first. So look at, okay, do I believe I'm worthy of love in general? Do I believe I'm good enough? Do I believe that someone would love me for who I am, right? Those are beautiful beliefs. But it looks like with this card, you have changed in the night. So you have changed quickly. So you are doing the work to manifest your SP, okay? Which again is the internal work that'll eventually show up in the mirror. So the second card we got here are choices. So feeling blocked and restrained. Okay. So you must be feeling like something's not working, or you're feeling blocked in your movement toward your manifestation, toward your SP, or restrained in some way, like you want to reach out but you won't because people tell you not to reach out, because you're having other people tell you what you should or shouldn't do. So here's the thing, only you know what is right for you. No one can tell you, even in general, what is right for you. I can't, no one can. Okay, we can tell you energetically where you are, and I can tell you if you're feeling blocked. It could be because I hate to say this, but when you're manifesting, sometimes patience is a thing. And I'm not saying that you have to be patient forever. That's not true at all. But what I'm saying, if you feel blocked, it's because you're thinking of how long this is taking and it's not coming as fast as you want, right? Let go of the time a bit. Just let it go and just be like, who cares? I'm just, no matter what, like, just think of it. If you had this person in your life in 2 weeks, for example, would you care that it took 2 weeks? You're not going to care. You're going to be like, this is awesome. I'm with the person that I want to be with. And it could be a general SP, okay? Sorry, not really. To me, a specific person is someone that you're thinking of particularly, but I do highly encourage being open to having other possibilities, because quite honestly, when you do a lot of internal changes, usually it is someone else. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's been my experience and I've seen it so many times. So if you can be like, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it takes 2 weeks. Doesn't matter if it takes like a month. Because if you're with that person, let's say if you want a long-term relationship, who cares, right? You're not going to care in 5 years from now that it took you a month, right? It's just to give you perspective. I know it's frustrating when you're trying to manifest things you want now, and I get it. But the reason why they say to let it go, which you're never letting go of your desire, that's nonsense. It's letting go of the timing and control is really what it is. Because when you're manifesting, you're trusting your subconscious mind to bring it forth after you do the change, okay? So feeling restrained, though, if you're getting, like, genuinely getting, like, I need to contact this person and it's going to be good, then do it, right? Like, there's no rule saying not to. The only reason why I say not to is because if you're not fully on board with it's going to be okay, it can make you spiral later, right? It'll make you spiral like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 right? And then you kind of lose a bit of your momentum of the manifestation. So it's up to you which way you want to go with that. But if you can see it as, I'm not blocked, everything's good, I'm just going to keep going with what I'm doing. I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to keep going. But try to drop the importance a bit by saying, I just know it's going to come. I don't know how. It's not my job. Sometimes they'll say that. I don't know how. It's not my job. That's the universe's job, or whatever you want to use, term you want to use. Because quite honestly, it does help you get out of the way. Okay, so investigate, look closely, ask questions, think before acting. Interesting, eh? With that one, feeling restricted. So if you're finding that you're spiraling, or you're just kind of let's put it this way: if you don't feel at peace, then you're not there. If you don't feel like it's coming, and it's like a feeling that you feel, it's hard to explain, but I'm sure you felt it before with other manifestations. It's a given, right? So it's kind of like, I'm good, you know what I mean? And then you just know what's happening. So it's like, say if you have a best friend and you're texting your best friend, you're not thinking all day, are they gonna text me back? You know what I mean? Like, do they like me? Like, you're not thinking that, right? So if you get to that feeling, you're done. It's done. Manifestation's coming any second. You know what I mean? It is coming. So if you feel like, no, I'm going to change, or I'm going to do something else, investigate that, because that could be your ego trying to slow you down, right? From manifesting what you ultimately want, because it knows it's going to be a huge change in your life. So sometimes just pause, take 3 breaths, 3 breaths. Okay, now center yourself. Sometimes put your hands together in front of your chest, because it's a good thing to center your energy. Okay, now where am I going? What am I thinking here? So when you're calm, that's your higher self coming through. When you're not, it is not. It's a program. So if you're feeling very heightened emotions, I'm learning, and I've learned to don't do anything then. Just wait. Even if it's positive, just wait. Calm down. Make sure you're feeling at peace, because God's at peace. There's no heightened emotions. It's very interesting. The more I study this, it's more like a peaceful feeling than it is an elated feeling. Or when you're super excited, I know for sure, as lovely as it feels sometimes, that ain't it. Or if you're feeling really down, the same thing. It's just a program. So I know that's hard to hear sometimes, but it is what it is. So once you get to a place of being centered, then do what you feel like you're going to do. Keep doing your techniques or whatever you're using, because techniques their consistency is important. Okay, consistency is important. That's all that's important, really. It's not the number of it, it's consistency. Because what happens is, the more consistent you are, the more likely your subconscious mind will move you into that state. Think of it. So if you have a consistency, then you're in a state. Right? So when they talk about being in the end, it's about being in a state. Like think of it as an overall feeling, not like all day. If you took the general, you know what I mean, feelings together, what are you feeling? Lack, abundance, love, lack of love. And the interesting thing is, lack is a total illusion. There's no such thing as lack in the universe. It's just our ego tells us that, okay? So when I realized that too, that helped me a lot. Like, there's no such thing as lack. It's just you cutting yourself off from that flow. Think of it as you're putting a dam in your mind, and it's cutting you off from that flow. That's all. Choose to remove the dam. Open it up, right? Let the money, let the person, let the love flow in for you, okay? So that's my reading for the SP today. Keep going. Be consistent. Stay centered. If I can tell you anything, just stay centered. Just stay centered. The calmer you feel, the more peace you feel, it's coming, right? And it has to come. It is law. It has to come when you're in the state. It is law, okay? Feel it. Feel as if it's already there. If you can't imagine it, think of a relationship in your life that works really well. And even if it's not romantic, but think of those kind of feelings, and then put romantic feelings in there, if that makes sense. And that's how it's going to feel, okay? So I hope this helps. If you want any more specific readings, I have my Etsy shop below, where I do talk about very, very specific blocks that you may have, because I know it can get really deep sometimes, and it's hard to do it in a general reading. So those are below, but I hope this helped you in some way. And I know it. I'm going to assume it did help you in many ways. So hopefully you have a good day. I'm Lady Grace, Oracle Reader, Rune Reader, and Energy Healer. Have a good day.